welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over the same skill as before, unit conversions, but this time advanced difficulty level. Most likely we're going to be doing multiple unit conversions in one question, so definitely stay tuned for that. If you're confused with these questions, you can always go back to the easier difficulty levels, which I have those on my channel, and the playlist will be recommended up here. So make sure to check that out. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started. So in this first question, the great snipe is the fastest known migratory bird. Scientists found that the bird can fly non-stop for approximately 4,200 miles. If the bird's speed is an average of 98 kilometers per hour, how many hours can the great snipe fly without stopping? So the first thing that we need to do here, we should notice that this is a kilometers unit, which we need to convert to miles, as 4,200 is of course in miles, and we cannot have those different units. We need everything to be the same. So let's start off by converting 98 kilometers per hour into miles per hour. So real quick, we have 98 km over 1 hour, of course, that unit rate. Then we can just multiply that by 0.62 miles, represented by m, over 1 kilometer. We can see here that kilometers just cancel out. So now we are left with 98 times 0.62, and the denominator of 1 hour stays the same. 98 times 0.62 is 60.76, so the bird travels 60.76 miles per hour, which we can now just set up a proportion with the amount of miles that the bird can fly for to find the number of hours that takes, which is currently unknown. So now we have equals 4,200 m over x amount of hours. Do that butterfly multiplication. 60.76x equals 4,200. And then we can just divide 4,200 by 60.76. The answer to that is 69.12, which rounded to the nearest tenth is going to be 69.1. That is our answer. Moving on to question number 2. A 40 milliliter bottle of pre-diluted tea tree oil contains a 5% concentration of the active ingredient. If the seller charges $14.96 for the total amount of active ingredient in the bottle, what is the price per milliliter of active ingredient? So first we need to find out exactly how many milliliters of that active ingredient are there in this bottle. So if this bottle is 5% active ingredient, we need to multiply 40 by 0.05, converting that percent into a decimal. So 40 times 0.05 is 2. So there are 2 milliliters of active ingredient, and for this 2 milliliters of active ingredient, the seller is charging $14.96. So we can set this to a unit rate, price per milliliter. So we're just going to have the price as a numerator, milliliters in our denominator, and just divide it out to get that unit rate, that 1 in the denominator. So 14.96 divided by 2 is 7.48. So the price per milliliter of this active ingredient is $7.48. So 7.48 is our answer. On to question number 3. The table gives a number of ounces and prices of different bottles of body wash. Which has the lowest price per ounce? Very easy. We're just going to divide each of these with the price in our numerator and then the number of ounces in our denominator. The lowest number is going to be our answer. We also have pack D, which we're going to have to check at the very end. We can see different units there. So bottle A, bottle B, bottle C. Let's go ahead and divide those. So we have each of those unit rates up now. Currently bottle A is the cheapest, but pack D is a little bit different. So there are actually 6 bottles in a pack D with 24 ounces in each of them. So we need to get pack D to only have 1 bottle so we can compare that prices of 1 bottle per 1 ounce. So what we need to do here, this can stay because each bottle is 24 ounces. That makes sense. We need to divide over here by 6 and our price by 6 to get our 1 bottle, because 6 divided by 6, now we just have 1 bottle for pack D. Perfect. And then if we divide the price by 6, we find the cost per bottle to be $5.75. Defined price per ounce. Now we need to divide $5.75 by 24. And that is actually our most expensive bottle at the 0.239. So our answer is clearly bottle A. It has the lowest price per ounce. Moving to question number 4. A particular car has a fuel efficiency of 8 liters of gasoline per 100 kilometers. What is the fuel efficiency in miles per gallon? Of course, we are doing 2 unit conversions here. Liters to gallons, kilometers to miles. So let's just set this up first. So we have miles per gallon, so we're going to be having our distance over our liquid amount. So first off, we have 100 kilometers per 8 liters of gasoline. Alright, so now to get rid of our liters, we're going to introduce our gallon conversion rate, which is 3.8 liters over 1 gallon. And then to get rid of our kilometers, we need to introduce our mile conversion rate, which is going to be 1 mile over 1.6 kilometers. If you're wondering why I set up these rates like this, we need to get them to a point where our liters can cancel out with each other and our kilometers can cancel out with each other, meaning one has to be in our numerator, one has to be in our denominator. Because all these units are going to cancel out, apart from our miles and gallons, which are the ones we're looking for, we can just multiply. 100 times 3.8 is 380 miles. And then we can do 8 times 1.6 to get 12.8 gallons. And of course, our answer is looking for miles per 1 gallon. So we can just divide 380 by 12.8 to get our answer, which is 29.68. Rounded to the nearest integer, it is approximately 30 miles per gallon, which is a reasonable estimate if you've ever familiar with cars and their mileage before. If there was something like 2,000 or 200, these are unreasonable amounts. If we got something like 1 mile per gallon, that would also be very unreasonable as well. So we can use some common sense to double check our answer. 30 is correct here. So that was all for this difficulty level. If you have any remaining questions, make sure to leave them in the comments. Make sure to subscribe so we can reach 10,000 subscribers. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.